howdy and welcome to the very first video on solar. It's powerful. So I'm just going to do a little quick video introduction on the purpose and goal of this channel, as well as just a little background for me. So just talking about me, I'm 20 years old from Texas, and I come from a fuck around this / body weight background. For about 2 years, around the beginning of senior year of high school, I kind of threw weights around, wanted to get a little bit in better shape, a little fit, mostly just wanted to look better, right? And I really got into body weight calisthenics kind of things, so I really got into that. But the things that I didn't do was bench, squat, and deadlift, at least not much, and if I did, not very heavy. Around my 20th birthday, I got pretty serious and passionate about fitness, and I wanted to try to make it more into my lifestyle. So during that time, I did I switched to an actual like bodybuilding-esque 5-day split after about 4 or 5 months, and that was pretty nice. I did modify it a bit, so it was a little more 5x5, and because I wanted to develop a little bit more strength a little more quickly. Recently, I've been really getting into powerlifting, and I've started to check some more powerlifting channels, checking a little more routines, getting a little more educated on it, and I'm figuring that for my New Year's resolution, I'm gonna go from my current total of 855 to 1,000 plus. I'll be at about 148 pounds. Currently I'm about 146, 147, and I just don't really see myself wanting to gain too much more weight, especially not over 150. I have noticed that people seem to cut for any competitions or something, so I may be like a walking 150 and then just cut some water weight just to get to 148 kind of thing. But that's way too far ahead. So the idea for this channel is to, like I said, it's going to be like a bit of a motivation for me, a bit of like a way to track my progress, just kind of like a way to form check and just kind of see any weaknesses and things to help me improve on my path to get 1,000 pounds. And I think it's a pretty high goal for my body weight. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'll crush it, no problem. But we'll have to see. So the routine that I'm currently doing to train for my powerlifting is going to be a modified version of FAT. So it's going to be a bench, squat, rest, deadlift, bench, squat, where one day is going to be a 5x5 and the other days is going to be heavy triples. And testing for 1 rep maxes every month, maybe 2 months, while kind of increasing the weight or incrementing either linearly or through a cube method, just kind of feeling it out. I've never really been one for programs and studying myself, so we'll have to see how that goes. And maybe when I get a little more, maybe when this becomes a little more serious, I'll get onto a little more stricter routine. But in the meantime, I feel like after about, even though it was about 2 years of just kind of wasted gain potential, it still gave me a decent foundation and kind of figuring out what works for me, what kind of things I like, if I need high volume or if I'm okay with low volume, or what things really seem to really help me out. During the last semester when I got kind of serious, I gained about 170 pounds in one semester on my accumulated lifts. So I'm only needing to gain, like I said, from 855 about that much, but I need to do it in a year span. So I'm feeling pretty confident about it. Just got my hair cut, by the way. As well as keeping some more of the body weight stuff that I used to do. So I used, like muscle ups, I want to still be able to keep doing my sets of muscle ups, because ego boost, right? And all the different kind of leg raises and planks kind of stuff that I'm training for. I'll probably do those, slow those down a little bit, but at least be able to maintain those, just as kind of like a thing, right? And as in terms for what this channel is going to become, I'm not entirely sure. I know it's going to help track my progress and help me probably do some form checks, maybe, just kind of rant about things. Maybe it's going to be a vlog style, maybe it's going to be showing stuff, question and answers. I'm not entirely sure yet. I guess just to put it in the books, as of currently right now, my tested 1 rep maxes is 220 for bench, 280 or 285 for squat, I forget it. and my 350, and then 355 for deadlift. And for me, it's not really that surprising that I feel like my bench and my deadlift is all far and away ahead and progressing a lot faster than my squats, even though I've been squatting for twice a week for quite a while now. Just because, like I said, I come from a body weight stuff like pull-ups and push-ups, man, and dips. Like those will develop the shit out of your back and out of your chest, especially for like complementary stuff. But pistol squats really just never really got me to my strengths. They got me stabilizers, like I'm really stable, but I don't have the cannons yet, man. I got the ship, I ain't got the cannons. That's what we're gonna be getting. But there's actually a meet on February, and if I have the equipment, I'm gonna compete. And it's not gonna be pretty probably, because it's gonna be my very first meet. But if not, I'm gonna at least attend. Hopefully I can participate if I can get the proper, like workout attire and a belt. Since I don't really have a belt, I don't know if I really need it, but it's probably best to have it just in case I need it. Better safe than sorry. We're gonna spend, just kind of, even if you're not thinking about like competing, but you still are just kind of like, just kind of go for fun, or at least you're just gonna train in that style. You might as well just go to a meet early on, just because maybe you find out that, wow, this is fucking terrible, or wow, I just don't care for it. Like, imagine training for a whole year, and they're like, all right, it's ready for my meet. I totaled a good amount, I guess, kind of, but I don't know. It just wasn't that fun of a day. Like, I did all right, but it was whatever. And there you go. And then you got gains for no reason. So hopefully I can get into that. If not, maybe a local meet sometime during the summer or just soon. But I'm definitely gonna do it next year since it's an annual thing, and it's mid-February, if I forgot to mention that. So sorry if this video's gone on for too long, but that's just a little bit of summation of what I'm doing, what the channel's about, a little bit about me, and just kind of to give you the atmosphere for the channel. I'm very straightforward, kind of a goofy guy, but don't worry about it. Like, we're all gonna make it. So this is Solar signing off, man. See you when I see you.